Ambassador Krelveth had studied human psychology for 3 standard years. He'd read their histories, analyzed their military doctrines, and interviewed dozens of human diplomats. He thought he understood them. Then the pirates attacked. The diplomatic transport had been halfway between stations when 6 unmarked vessels dropped out of FTL, weapons hot. Standard pirate tactics: disable the engines, board, take valuables, space the witnesses. Surrender your vessel, the pirate captain's voice crackled through comms. Resist and die. Krelveth and his staff huddled in the conference room, 4 Thelorian diplomats, 2 Vrelian translators, a Kryn security officer whose weapon had been locked in the armory per diplomatic protocols, and 1 human liaison. Dr. Rachel Kim, cultural attaché, looked remarkably calm for someone facing imminent death. They'll breach within minutes, the Kryn officer clicked anxiously. We have no weapons. No defenses. No weapons? Rachel stood up, scanning the conference room with a strange intensity. We have plenty of weapons. Krelveth's translator stuttered. Dr. Kim, this room contains only furniture and refreshments. Exactly. Rachel grabbed a chair, tested its weight. Blunt force trauma weapon. She picked up a decorative pen from the table. Stabbing implement. She yanked the fabric covering off a wall panel. Garrote wire or binding material. She dumped hot coffee into a waste receptacle. Improvised chemical irritant, aim for the eyes. The aliens stared. Rachel moved through the room like a predator, her analytical gaze transforming every mundane object. Fire extinguisher, pressurized impact weapon and vision obstruction. Glass water pitcher, breaks into sharp edges. Table legs, detachable, good reach, solid core. She pulled a data pad from her bag. Heavy rectangular object, skull fracture potential. She held up her belt. Choking hazard or joint lock tool. This is madness, Krelveth whispered. These are everyday items. To you, maybe. Rachel's smile was sharp. On Earth, humans have been killing each other with everyday items for 200,000 years. Long before we invented guns or swords, we learned to weaponize literally everything. She grabbed a can of Vrelian grooming spray. Aerosol plus lighter equals flamethrower. Where's the lighter? We don't use combustion-based. Right, aliens. Okay, Plan B, direct spray to the respiratory system. Most species have vulnerable mucous membranes. She tested the spray direction. The hull shuddered. The pirates were cutting through. Everyone, listen. Rachel's voice carried command that made even Krelveth snap to attention. Vrelians, your claws aren't just for grooming, eyes and throats. Thelorians, your chest plates are solid, use them as battering rams. Kryn, your mandibles can crush bone, bite, don't hesitate. She handed out makeshift weapons. Stay close to corners. Use the doorway as a fatal funnel. They expect diplomats. Give them demons. We're not warriors. Krelveth protested. Neither am I. I have a doctorate in anthropology. Rachel's eyes were cold. But I'm human. We don't need to be warriors. We just need to be desperate, creative, and willing. The door exploded inward. 3 pirates rushed through, weapons raised. They expected cowering diplomats. Instead, hot coffee splashed across visors. A chair crashed into the lead pirate's knees. The fire extinguisher discharged into their sensors. Rachel drove her data pad into a throat with surgical precision while the Vrelian translator, sweet, timid Telvin who wrote poetry, raked claws across an exposed face. The pirates fell back, screaming. 2 more came through. The Kryn officer, emboldened, proved mandibles could indeed crush bone. Krelveth himself swung a table leg with surprising effectiveness. Rachel turned her belt into an improvised garrote. When the pirate captain finally retreated, 3 of his crew weren't moving. The rest were bleeding, burned, or blinded. The diplomatic team stood in the wreckage, panting, covered in various fluids. Telvin still held a broken pitcher, shaking. Krelveth stared at the table leg in his hands, horrified at what he'd done with it. Rachel calmly fixed her hair. Security should be here in 10 minutes. Anyone need medical attention? Later, after station security arrived, after statements were given, Krelveth found Rachel in the medical bay getting a cut cleaned. You transformed a conference room into an armory, he said quietly. How? Pattern recognition. Rachel winced as the medic worked. Humans spent our entire evolution as both predator and prey. We learned to see every rock as a potential tool, every branch as a possible spear, every space as either an ambush point or a killing field. She looked at him. It's not that we're violent, Ambassador. It's that we're survivors. And survivors learn that when your life is on the line, everything, and I mean everything, becomes a weapon if you're creative enough. Krelveth thought about his people's evolution on their peaceful garden world. No predators. No competition. Just slow, gentle development under kind suns. Humans frighten me, he admitted. Rachel's laugh was tired. We frighten ourselves sometimes. But that's what happens when you evolve on a world that's actively trying to kill you. You learn to kill back. With whatever's available. She stood to leave, then paused. Ambassador? That table leg technique? Natural talent. You should practice. Krelveth looked at his hands for a long time after she left. Somewhere in his genetic memory, older than civilization, something predatory stirred. Perhaps, he thought, all species had this potential. Humans had just never forgotten how to use it.